probably be good if if I unmuted our mics, because I'm a professional. Listen, guys, this, listen, I'm a professional streamer. Everyone, yes. So, hi, Tico. How are you? Glad you could be joining with us. Appreciate you. Hopefully you're well, and hopefully you're having fun. So,
yes.
Raccoon, shall we introduce this whatever the hell this is?
Yes, let's.
Ooh, double date.
Double date.
Kinky.
Ooh, Chico.
Oh my. But yes, guys, welcome to the debut of the Respawn Roundtable, which is a
chaotic podcast.
Very much so, yes. So, Jester and I kind of had this idea batting around about a gaming podcast where we can talk about games, comics, and everything in between. So, welcome to this podcast of ours.
It's kind of a perfect idea because every time we go live on our own streams and stuff, we're always talking about comics, the video games, and we always go in so much in depth that everyone's like, God, you should just talk about that.
Exactly, and that's kind of what this podcast is about, because we have opinions, and I'm a huge comic book nerd, and Jester is also a huge gaming nerd, and I'm not sure if you read a lot of comics in your youth.
I'm semi-knowledgeable with comics. I'm more up to date with movies and stuff like that, but I have some comic knowledge.
Actually, Tico, you make an excellent point. We now have a not a podcast, but we do have a podcast, yes.
We do a podcast.
We also have a YouTube channel now for the podcast.
Exactly.
So, if anybody does miss this VOD, it will be uploaded there. Yes, I had to kind of struggle my way through figuring all that shit out too. So, yeah. And we are, of course, we're in the lovely Cocoa, sitting at a meeting table of where we would like to discuss the recent updates and goings on of Marvel Rivals. Since this is our debut show or episode, we're going to be discussing Marvel Rivals season 6 now?
6.
6,
which works
yes.
out because season 6 dropped yesterday, so this pretty perfect timing.
Exactly. Wanted to hit the ground running, as it were. So, now, with that being all said, I have not had the pleasure of trying to get Deadpool on any sort of Marvel Rivals. Now, I know Raccoon has, so he can speak about this much better than I can. So, before we go into that, Raccoon, would you like to introduce yourself to the cast?
Yes. So I am Jester Raccoon. I am Arthur's what we call brother. I'm supposed to be a variety streamer, but my Twitch is mostly Marvel Rivals. And I am the co-host.
Yes, he is one half of this. I was going to say something very disparaging, but yes, you are the half of this podcast. thank you, Tico, for shouting Jester out. Apparently,
yes,
you
thank
have
you,
the
bestie.
privilege. So, and I am Arthur. Glad to see you. Glad to meet you. I am also a variety streamer here on the Twitch, and possibly later on we might have sometime a YouTube live rendition of this same podcast. I also have to look into that. So, with that being said, shall we begin?
Yes, we shall begin this chaotic journey.
So, Mr. Raccoon,
Mr. Arthur.
please speak to us about how Deadpool plays as all three classes. How does that work? How does that happen? How is that even possible?
Well, with Deadpool being a chaotic character in Marvel Comics and, Marvel history altogether, it's not surprising that they made him all three roles. I think it was actually quite genius that they did that because he is such a broad character. Um, so for each of his roles, he has different like kits. Not very different. Like the majority of it's the same, but since I play on console, it's my L2, I believe. If he's a tank class, he throws down a stuffed unicorn, which creates a shield bubble that you can stand in, and it can protect you from ults. I tested that yesterday with a Iron Man ult.
Ooh.
Um, his duelist class, he takes his hero icon and throws it, and it stays in place and does continuous damage. And unfortunately, I have not tried his specialist class yet. So I can't really speak too much on that one. But for his tank and his duelist, so I did get to try out those a little bit, and I was pretty impressed with how they made his kit. And his upgrade feature is unique. It's definitely different. We could definitely see probably more of that in the future, I think. It's a nice touch to upgrade based off of how you want to focus with this kit.
Well, I again, like I said, I haven't touched Deadpool. It's been kind of hard to get a hold of him since, but I have been wanting to play him in a little bit of practice to see how his kit is, but yeah, some fucker ended up getting me with the little border. I was like, what the fuck is that? I thought it was his katanas at one point, like swinging around. I was like, oh, okay then. So, yeah. If I'm going to be honest, I don't know how the level up system works with that character, right?
Okay, so I can kind of explain it.
Please do.
So from what I experienced is down on the bottom of the screen, you'll see a little Deadpool icon and a bar next to it. And as that fills up, it gives you an upgrade point. So then you open up a book out of his pocket, and then you can upgrade like his Desert Eagles, his katanas, his shield bubble, for instance, if you're his tank class, his taunting ability, or
Mhm.
even his ult.
Right.
So you can go through and upgrade all the different things of his kit to make him stronger. And that's why I was saying like you can kind of pick and choose what you want to work on. So like for me, I like to focus on the katanas because like last night I was fighting like a rogue and a Deadpool at the same time with katanas because you can bounce off of characters a lot easier.
Right.
His mobility is incredible. He's a good counter, I would say, added for people like Iron Fist, Daredevil, Spider Man. I think he's a really good counter for them because they're so quick that if you don't have like a Namor to kind of help with like Spider Man specifically,
Right.
Deadpool's a pretty nice counter from what I noticed playing him yesterday.
Well, that would
So I think
also
he's a
work. That would also work with Punisher and his turret as well, like to get around the back lines and kind of
exactly.
harass as well, I guess. So
which I also did with the Punisher too. I definitely tried that as well because that turret, man, it packs a punch. So if you can get behind him and attack him specifically, it goes a lot quicker than trying to go through that health of that turret.
Right. Speaking on his movement, how would you compare him to like an Iron Fist or Spider-Man or any of those characters?
So his movement, like his normal walking speed and stuff, kind of feels the same, but he gets a nice double jump, so you can kind of like maneuver in different directions to kind of get like a nice gap between where you're going. Um, but again, like if you're using the katanas, for example, if you jump and then you click, for me it's L2 as his katanas, he does this nice slash which dashes him forward when he does it. And if you hit people from above, you can bounce off of their heads and like ricochet off of them. So you can move around quite quickly between targets, which is very nice for crowd control.
Right.
So you can keep them distracted, whittle them down, so your team can come in and also help eliminate. So I think it's a nice change. Now, a lot of people are saying that the game is dead because of Deadpool, because of how like chaotic he is, but I think he's a nice breath of fresh air for the game, and I can see what they're planning on doing in the future is going to be definitely a lot more unique. I think. I don't think it's going to be a death of the game. I think if anything, this is going to boost it, and I think it's going to bring more people in because it gives you more variety and more lore accurate for a character. I think.
That's actually interesting because at least from what I've seen personally as well as in certain other people's chats, um ever since he's been released, people have been toxic as fuck.
Yeah, I think that's just and like we discussed this a little bit yesterday when we were playing season 6. I think what it is, in my opinion, now I might not be right, but I think people see it as, if you read the comics and everything with Deadpool, he is a very toxic and like chaotic individual.
Right.
So I think people see that and they go, "Oh, because of the devs adding a character like this, it is okay for us to act like this as well," which is sad because there's so many great people in the Rivals community that are there to have fun, enjoy the game, and for this to make that impact to where people are being this toxic, it's sickening. Like it, it is.
Yeah, I agree. And hello, Odin.
Welcome in, Odin.
I'll give you a shout out. Yeah, because sadly, because of the reason or because people have been so toxic, some people have said, listen, because people are so toxic, I might not stream Rivals anymore. Or I might be switching games to play something else other than Rivals. And that is a shame, in my opinion, right? Because and even though we have a character such as Deadpool, it doesn't give people the right or the privilege to be assholes, right?
Yeah, I agree. And unfortunately, with the whole people going different games and stuff, any multiplayer game you go to, from my experiences, you're gonna run into toxic people because they think they're better than everyone. Um, I guess for me personally, I'm not gonna quit Rivals regardless. Like I
Right.
don't care if the player count drops dramatically. It's a game where I see Rivals as a game where you can get on and you can be yourself for the most part. Like that fantasy, like when you're a little kid, you're like, man, I would love to like be like the Hulk, or I'd like to experience what this would be like. And Rivals lets you do that. Like you can really feel like you're feeling that role like out of a comic book. You know, we see these team ups in movies and comics where you can't take part, and a game like this, it really makes you feel like you're part of the universe itself. And the lore that's in it and the Easter eggs and everything, it's a nice tie-in for everything. And it's a shame that a lot of people are leaving to go to different games because of people who don't know how to be human beings. But I can understand. But you're gonna run into it anywhere you go. That's my only thing.
I agree, and I would also kind of agree with Odin. Odin says toxicity is killing the gaming industry as casual gamers. Yes, to a certain extent, right? Because the gaming player base has now become so toxic and they feel like they can get away with it, it might influence the developers to say, okay, we don't want this. We need either harsher regulations or a way to just mute chat, right? So people don't get that toxicity, right? And that's where the reporting comes in from. But also, how many people are going to take the time to be like, okay, I got to report this guy. He's XYZ, right?
Right. My point I was gonna make, which it might sound weird, toxicity though is also a tool for people. Like for me, I get strongly motivated when somebody is thinking they're better than me in multiplayer games. Like they're toxic, they're like belittling me. It pushes me to reach new heights to the point where if they do that, I can put them in their place. And like you said, it might also motivate the developers to take bigger steps in protecting casual players from people who think that they know everything and belittle everyone else. Protect the little man.
Yeah.
So toxicity, as bad as it is, for some people though, it's also a tool that they can use for themselves to push themselves to be better. For people like me, for example, like I said, if I play a game and I have somebody constantly belittling me, like calling me a bot or saying I am the worst tank they've ever seen, there's just something about that pushes me to do better and to prove a point. And for me, it's satisfying when I do get to that point and I complete what I'm trying to do.
No, and I get that. Like, it gives you the drive to do better, right? And be better. And I'm also very competitive as well. And when, especially even with myself, right? Like if I play a game and I absolutely suck, it's going to make me want to be like, okay, I gotta do better for my team. I gotta be better for my team and friends, right?
Right.
But you also have the other side of the coin where people are like, oh, I really do suck. They said something hurtful to me. I'm not going to play this anymore.
Right, which brought me to my point of it is a very bad thing, but for some, it is also a useful tool. Because yeah, I agree. Like I've had, for instance, my little brothers.
Mm-hmm.
They were really big gamers as well, but every time they played a multiplayer game like Siege or Call of Duty, you know, you get those people that they will literally just whittle you down to feeling like you're nothing because they have no life and that's all they play. So when you come from a 9 to 5 job or whatever, come home for a little bit, and you're not that good because you play casually, it can be disheartening some days. Like, or if somebody's going through something, you know, they
Yeah,
want to get on the game, take their mind off of it, and then that just pushes them over that edge to the point of why do I even game? And then, you know, and that's a legit response, you know,
agreed.
especially with emotions.
Agreed. And like, sadly, we don't know what's on the other end of that mic, but or chat in this case, but like I said, there has to be some sort of mute to chat or hide chat, something implemented that if you want to, you don't have to deal with that, right? There has to be something to implement there, in my opinion. Odin says the double-sided coin is skill-based matchmaking. You have individuals that will have practice profiles and competition profiles. That's very true, like smurfing. Using Gen Pop servers for warm-ups. It's mostly in perception of the individual as to whether it's either toxic or constructive criticism. And, excuse me, I would agree with that, Odin. Again, it depends. It's like an argument, correct? It's how you phrase things, right? If you say,
Right.
"Hey, you suck. You need to stop playing this class," you know, or, "Hey, are you brand new to the game? You might want to do this better or work on this section of your gameplay." Right? There's you're sending the same message, but you're doing one in constructive way, the other way you're being toxic as fuck, right?
See, now the only thing that I'm confused about though is with the skill-based matchmaking, okay? Is, for example, when we did our 10 placement ranks or matches for competitive, okay?
Yeah.
I got higher than you by a lot.
Yeah, you did.
Which, which that is what confuses me, because when we play matches together, you keep up with me exponentially for the most part. Like, yeah, we each have our matches where, like, I do really bad, you do really good, vice versa, but most generally, we stay pretty toe to toe. So, for each of us to do the exact same 10 matches, but yet one of us is drastically higher than the other, it just confuses me on how skill-based matchmaking works then, because we have roughly about the same amount of skill, but yet you were way down in bronze and I was pushed clear up to the top of silver.
Yes. For again, I was just about to I was just about to say that. For those of you that don't know, Jester kicked my ass in rank and got up to silver high end of silver, like silver I think one or two, and I was stuck at bronze 3 for my placement. So yeah. And hello, Llama, welcome in.
Welcome in, Llama.
But yeah, like, I get that, and it's kind of like Dota to me, right? You can have a run of shit games. Also, you know, your teammates could be fucking up. Also, you know, DCers, also, you know, people running into the wall, like, all this stuff could happen to make you have a lower ranking, right? Which again sucks.
Props, though,
Mm-hmm.
because you mentioned DCers.
Yeah.
In competitive, that was the biggest issue before season 5, I think it was, when they added this. Is every time somebody disconnected and they didn't get back in a certain time, the match was like wiped.
Yeah, it's forfeit.
Right. I like that they added the feature for reimbursement. So if somebody disconnects from your team and you push it out or work it out until the end, you get reimbursed points for them disconnecting, so you don't lose as many points if you lost the match.
Yes, I agree. That's also a good thing. Tico says, so that's because of how they do matchmaking. They mix skills on both teams, so basically if one team has 4 gold players, the other teams are going to have 4 gold players, etc., etc. They make a video about the matchmaking that is less confusing, but but it's still confusing. And thank you, Kat, for having me tabbed up. It's all good, Tico. I kind of understand what you're saying. Like, if one team has 4 gold players, they're going to match your team with 4 gold players, let's say. Not necessarily, because I remember a few times when I was coming up through the ranks in silver and gold, the other team had, gold players. All of them were gold, and I think I was still silver, right? So I was close-ish, but still. Add minute, or add minute. Wow, I could speak, guys. Ads in 1 minute and 30 seconds. Just letting you know. Balanced-ish gameplay. So I was close-ish to the ranking, enough that I could still, hold my own against gold players, but still, I was like at least maybe 1 to 2 levels lower than.
Well, and to be fair though, you were queued up with me and Jose.
True. Very true.
We were both really high gold as well.
Yeah.
So that could be why we were seeing so many more gold players compared to you being in silver.
Yeah. That's true. So yeah,
what Tico's saying is accurate.
Yeah. Odin says, within 1 rank of your current standing, MMR plays a factor as well. I would agree, especially coming from the MMR standpoint, with Dota. It really depends on how their algorithm really sits, right? In Dota, it's a clusterfuck, if I'm going to be completely honest. I don't know. I haven't seen much about the MMR way they're handling it in Rivals. So, ad break in 5 seconds, guys. Our next topic we can talk when we get back from ads. Odin, Tico, how are you guys doing? Please let me know.
Yes, do tell us. Do tell us.
But yeah, like I really think that obviously you're dressing like a sloot. Interesting.
Oh boy, Tico.
So wow, that just that just completely derailed my train of thought. But like, for example, like I'm kind of worried about how they're going to implement that, because like I said, in Dota, it's a clusterfuck, right? There in your match, there might be a person, quote unquote, that's like gold, and you're bronze, like freaking 3, right? That's how how much of a disparaging, well, not disparaging, but like that's how much of a gap there might be at times, right? So it really depends on how they are kind of keeping that rank in their system, kind of thing.
Right.
Oh God. I just read what you said. Yeah. I think maybe next time we're doing this podcast, I'll have like a live chat on the side, so the VOD can see the chat going by as well.
Oh, right.
I mean, I could technically implement that right now. So yeah, please continue on while I implement.
Oh, you want me to continue on?
Yes. Well, I'm talking. Well, I'm still here, but I'm good at implementing shit as well.
I'm excited to go over the adjustments.
The adjustments for the season.
Yeah, because they really tweaked team ups,
Right.
and they added 2 new ones.
Ads are over, guys. Welcome back. Hopefully you guys hopefully it wasn't bad. I'm just gonna move us a little closer. Get closer to me, brother.
Oh,
Oh my.
you said that so seductively.
I know you liked it.
Maybe
Yes. and going back to your comment about people being themselves in games, listen, from a very young age have always wanted to be Wolverine and always wanted to be Hulk and all that. Technically I still do. I'm not gonna say that any louder, but anyway, that's because of my issues. But anyway, speaking about people being themselves, a great segue, right? Photo mode. I have a feeling a lot of people will be taking advantage of that.
Oh, yes, I agree. There's always those people that always make it weird.
You're not making it weird. I'm making it. Wait. I'm not making it weird. You're making it weird. That's it.
Yeah, like in Pokemon, the new Pokemon Legends game that came out. You can like freeze frame stuff or something with the camera, and I seen some of the results, and I went, "Oh my god, dude, really?"
and that's a kid's game, right? This is what, young adult to adult kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right? Because you have to, well, obviously, lover of Marvel as well, but yeah, I could see a lot of people using that photo mode for nefarious reasons.
I agree, especially with a lot of the outfits.
Yes. Oh man, like I could see some definite crazy shit happening with let's say Rogue or Emma. Oh god, Tico. I want to upskirt Emma. You know what? Valid.
Girl,
very valid. Very valid, And Angela, yeah, Dommy Mommy.
Oh.
Yep.
Yes, the muscle mommy of the skies, dude. Yes.
I'm just gonna say Kleenex the what am I trying to say? The stocks of Kleenex the stocks of Kleenexes are going to skyrocket.
We need to be sponsored by Kleenex.
Hey Rose. Hopefully you're doing well. But yes.
Yes, speaking of Angela, she's involved in the adjustments for the Vanguard section.
Yes. Do you want to talk about that now, or do you want to go well, let's talk about that when we get to the patch notes.
Oh, right. My bad.
You're good. Just put a pin in that one. Wow. Yeah, and Pineapple is Angela main too.
Pineapple. How could you? I thought you were my tank brother.
But yes. Now, with the addition of the Clobbering Club, you and Tico could finally see who's the better healer. How much are you willing to pay for that? Because they in the video they said, thank you for the lurk, Odin.
I will not 1v1 anyone.
I mean, Tico, you put up a hell of a fight. You put up a hell of a fight in games.
Oh,
so, yeah. I would be interested in who would win that fight. But I'm curious on how much that they're going to charge, since they said that they're going to charge a nominal fee of entry. And I'm going to just Google how much that costs.
Of entry.
Yes. So, like, for example, two people go in, they pay, I don't know what it is, let's say 25 blue things, right? And they fight, and it's broadcast to all of Town Square, like Times Square.
No.
Yeah.
Tico would beat me, and I'd be embarrassed in front of a million.
Yes.
That's like the ultimate cucking.
Oh my?
I'd be Deadpool in that 1v1, Tico. Be prepared.
I'm touching myself right now.
Yeah. I'm touching myself. That would be so interesting, though. So it'd be like watching a Netflix, like, celebrity boxing match.
Yeah, pretty much, right? Like, I don't know if they are, and again, I could be completely off base on this. I don't know if it, for example, let's say it was 25 blue credits, right?
Uh-huh.
I don't know if the winner's gonna get 50 blue credits, right? Or
Right.
does that go into like implementing the clobbering club or what have you? Like, I don't know what they're going to be kind of using this for, right?
Right.
Um,
See, healer-wise, Tico would wipe me with almost every single character in the healing category. Except for Rocket. No way. No way. I would take that throne.
I don't see how much they're saying, so I might have to look into that at a later date. But yeah, in the video, they say for a some sort of fee, like you'll be able to fight someone else and see like it'll be broadcast on the big screens in
Times Square.
Times Square.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Tico, what the hell did you just say?
No, it was in the
Wrong?
it was in the video, Tika.
I would only get close to a win with Jeffy. Oh, you're so full of shit, Tico. I've watched you play. You can pick up almost any specialist and you're good with them. And you're getting good with
Yes.
Rocket now. So I gotta be careful with that.
Watch your ass, Jester.
I don't know, man. I'm a raccoon in real life. I mean, I kind of got that. I got that genetic raccoon in me.
But okay, I have to ask you. I have to ask you. How do you feel about the Penny and Rocket team up not being there anymore?
Dude, that agitates me, especially because of the adjustment that he also got on top of it. It makes me mad. I
Talk
felt
about
like
it.
the Penny. Okay. This will be the only adjustment that I go into because of it not being in the section, but because he's part of that team up.
Mm-hmm.
So, on top of him losing that team up with Penny, which, mind you, I thought was brilliant because it gave him more of an offensive to help with his survivability and to protect the people he's respawning on top of that. Second, they reduced his movement speed during wild crawl from 10 meters a second to 8 meters a second. So they made him slower when he's running across the walls, which is his main survivability because he only gets 2 jetpack bursts. I think that's horseshit. That makes me angry. Like that, I heard that. That was the first thing I heard when season 6 was getting ready to drop, and I heard that they removed him from the Penny team up, and I got mad.
No, I bet. And It's
Us
even
Rocket mains, when we
yeah, I was
got
just
that
about to
team
say.
up, we were cheering for it. Now adding Star Lord to it, that I don't understand that one. I never use that team up like when I do have it. It doesn't seem like it's very beneficial to me, but the Rocket with Penny, that was just, oh, it was like the sliced bread, dude. It was perfect.
Well, I was just about to
But then
say,
they
like
yank it from me.
you're a rocket main at least, right? And yeah, that must have pissed you right off when you heard that.
Yeah, because I had a friend, he goes, dude, did you hear about the patch notes? I was like, no, I don't usually pay attention to those too much. I wait for like the hero adjustments. He goes, oh, well, you're going to be angry because you know how you were bragging about the Penny team up that, helped you guys survive longer? Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, he's yanked out of that. I'm like, huh? Oh, yeah, he kept it with Star-Lord, though. I don't care about that. I want my dang spider nest respawn beacon. That's what I want.
I actually loaded up um Rivals in the
Agreed,
background
Rico.
to see if they actually implemented the Clobbering Club now. I'm just looking for it now.
Tico, I 100% agree with you. The Star-Lord and Rocket team up is completely stupid. It doesn't make any sense to me. Because the thing sticks out like a sore thumb, so people see it so easily that they just destroy it.
Do you want to go into a little bit of what that team up is? Like what
So,
have they implemented of that?
well, I mean, Star-Lord had this team up with Rocket the whole season of 5.5, I believe, with Rocket and Penny. But let's see here. So Star-Lord, he gets this device that he can toss,
Okay.
and while he's fighting, if he clicks a certain button, he literally teleports to that device. And that's it.
Oh, so like a instant recall kind of thing, or
Yeah, like, so let's say like I put my beacon, let's say, up on top of a building, and then I'm down at the enemy spawn, and I'm about ready to die. If I click that button, it'll literally insta teleport me back to that device wherever I dropped it.
gotcha.
But it sticks out. It's like this big bulky device with like a bright light on the top of it. So like it sticks out like a sore thumb.
Oh, kind of like a respawn beacon, basically. But yeah,
Kind of, yeah. And it's so dumb. Like when I play Star-Lord, I have a Lord Star-Lord and a Lord Rocket. So I have a good grasp of both of their stuff. And I've never used, and every time I have tried to, like I said, somebody sees that light, boom, it's gone. Nope. Now I gotta wait for the cooldown. And it's like, why?
yeah. Why even bother at that point?
Yeah, like he has rocket boots and he has his flip reload, which you can cover a lot of ground with just those two things alone. Why do I need a stupid beacon? Like, it would have been cooler if they would have gave Star-Lord like kind of like with Iron Man, Ultron, and Squirrel Girl, how they gave Squirrel Girl that missile,
Yeah,
homing missile.
yeah.
It would have been cool if they would have gave Star-Lord like when he did his flip, he would drop like pellets that would like cover his tracks, or even make him invisible for a second or two. Like anything would have been better than what they gave him.
Excuse me. I can understand that, and I could see the benefit of that kind of beacon, if I'm gonna call it a beacon. But also, yeah, I could see the benefit of what you're saying as well, right?
Because they took Penny away from Rocket and Star-Lord,
Mm-hmm.
which Penny didn't give Star-Lord anything, Rocket did. He was the anchor of that team up. But they gave Penny to Spider-Man. somebody who's already so annoying to deal with.
Yeah.
And they gave him something even more powerful for him to deal with people.
Well, if we're going to talk a little bit about the updates on to the characters, might as well. Spider-Man gets that web bomb, and I could see people being absolute dog shit at just harassing people with that. Right, just coming out of nowhere, just shooting in and whipping off, right?
Well, yeah,
So,
just like the Spider-Man we were dealing with the other day.
oh
For instance,
god, yeah, that
like
guy's
him
an
just coming out of
asshole.
spawn, it was like terrorizing you. It was just boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, for people that in chat that don't know, I was playing Wanda, or no, I was playing Punisher at the time when I first started, and this Spider-Man literally would stand at our spawn, and as soon as I come out of the spawn door, he would whip me off the map and kill me instantly. So then I switched to Wanda, and so when I walked out the door, he couldn't do that anymore because I could float. So he tried to actually pull me off the edge of the map, but I floated up. I had to use both of my escapes to float up and get onto the floor again. And then he eventually whipped to me and then uppercut me and then kill me. So then I had to respawn, and then I would have to either fight him or try to nullify his movement by putting like a one of the orbs down so it explodes near the door, and so I could walk through it, and if he tried to dash into me, he would freeze. So it was horrible to deal with, right? And so now he's gonna get this web bomb that I could see the appeal to it, and I want to know how big that AoE damage is going to be.
I agree.
Because if I want to know how, first of all, I want to know how much damage it's going to be, right?
Right.
Second of all, I want to know how much AoE that's going to be, right? Because if you, let's say, stick a healer in the middle of in the middle of a fucking game, right? Or
Right.
let's say you're on Black Panther's level, right? And they're all in that circle, right?
Right.
You stick a healer or a tank that's staying behind by the healer, they're fucked. If that's going to be
Absolutely.
like a a 50 let's say damage bomb, right? So
See, and they removed Spider-Man from the Human Torch team up, so he no longer gets like the flaming webs.
I didn't even know
Which
that happened.
exactly because you almost never see a Human Torch and a Spider-Man on the same freaking team since they've had that team up. I think that's why they removed him from it and gave him the Penny one because nobody was really utilizing the Human Torch team up.
Right.
Because if you watch when they showcased it with the Human Torch,
Mm-hmm.
dude, you could have done some serious damage and work with that team up. But for some reason, you never got a Human Torch and a Spider-Man on the same team very often when that happened.
Right.
So I think they were like, well, we need to give them different that would be more utilizable. So they're like, yeah, screw it, let's give them Penny. Even though they were in a team up with Venom when the game dropped, which I thought that was a good team up, to be honest.
Penny and Venom.
Penny, Venom, and Spider-Man, they were all their team up with Venom was if you clicked a button, you had the symbiote burst out of them, and it did like spike uh, flares around them, so
Okay.
that they could
Yeah.
damage into a group. Which it
Gotcha.
was really cool to see. Like it was really cool to utilize and like, especially for Penny, because I feel like as much as Penny is annoying, I feel like she dies quick
Yeah.
unless
Yeah.
you have like healers like on her butt. But with this team up though with Spider-Man though, she does get an extra 50 health. So I guess they're kind of trying to give her a little bit more oomph to her.
Oh man, I wonder if they still have that implemented because I could see her using her ult and then running into like the team, like the opposing team, and then just hitting explode, right? Like just exploding around the doing AoE damage while her mines are going off. Right? So
Right.
I wonder if they still have that or not. Tico says stats for Spidey team up. Projectile damage is 10. Spell field damage is 30 in a 5-meter radius, and then he gets 50 health too. 20-second cooldown.
Jesus.
5 meters. Okay. That's not crazy bad, right? Like it's
But
not
what scares me, though,
huge.
is he gets that extra 50 health though.
Yeah. That he's
Because he's
gonna.
already a pain in
Yeah.
the ass to kill because of how fast he zigzags around.
Yeah. And thank you very much, Tico, for that update.
Yes, thank you, Tico.
With that 50 health, that can be an issue. That he might need to take him down because yes, let's go to our boots on the ground reporter on Tico Cat.
It's like it cuts to Jeff just chewing on a microphone.
Yes, yes. Now I'm gonna have to implement that gesture. God damn it.
Here we are with Tico in the midst of the battleground show. Everybody fighting. Jeff's just chewing on a microphone.
Yes.
What's the news, Jeff?
I'm gonna have to do that now.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy because just like with the team ups,
Mm-hmm.
Groot, Loki, and Mantis had that team up as well.
Okay.
And Mantis was the anchor for that one.
Right.
So Loki's blessing, so like when he did his little beacon things and those regenerative circles,
Right.
that would boost people's damage.
Okay.
But they reduced that now from 25% to 15%.
You mean the damage buff or healing?
Yeah, the damage.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the ally damage boost effect from 25% to 15%. So they took 10% off of that. I didn't think it was that powerful, honestly.
No, like because you're gonna have to keep moving anyway, right?
Right.
So you're not gonna be standing still in that AoE.
I'm glad though they didn't take Groot's healing wall from that team up.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
Because as much as I main Rocket, I'm mainly a tank player. And when I played as Groot with that team up, that wall has saved my butt and the teammates that are behind me's butts more times than I can count. Especially when you have a healer that can't get to you in time.
Agreed.
You can put that down and give at least some healing. It doesn't do a lot, but it's just enough to kind of keep you going.
Right. No, agreed, because like I played Groot every so often, but not crazy. Like he's not my main by any means. Right. But yeah, like sometimes I'll throw down a healing wall for myself,
oh yeah,
when I need it.
When I play as Groot, well, when I did that huge long grind for the Lord for Groot, I caught myself doing a lot of creating distance. Like I would use my walls to keep pushing the enemy, making them go backwards.
Mm-hmm.
And in doing so, that would cause me to be isolated unless I had like a pocket healer with me. So when you make your iron wall, it takes a while to break that. I could put down a healing wall real quick, give me a little bit of health, and then I could hurt it and try to retreat back to the team to buy time. So that healing wall was definitely a good addition for Groot's survivability kit. Because other than his walls, he doesn't really have a whole lot.
No, I agree. And whenever I play Groot, I try to wall like a healer or at least one person in towards me so I can focus them down, kind of thing. Yeah, like for example, hell, the other day I was playing Groot and a Punisher tried to shotgun me to death, right? So I walled him in away from his healers and tried to focus him down to kill him before he could kill me. Right? Thankfully my healers were on point and trying to get me kept me up. So I ended up killing him, but I separated him from his entire team. That's kind of how I use him.
Yeah, another good play for Groot is if you take his Vine Walls, his R1 ability, the smaller ones.
Right.
If you build two of those next to each other behind somebody, and they bump up against it, and you throw your Seed Bomb, it'll make the Seed Bomb do more damage, and they'll get whipped by the walls, so it ends up doing like a nice triple damage effect on them.
Very nice.
Yeah, that can do a lot, especially if you get him right in the oof.
Right in the what? Sorry, you kind of broke
right in the
up.
middle of like a group of people.
Oh, got you.
You can really do some good crowd control with that.
Heads in 1 minute and 20 seconds, guys.
The only team up that there's two team ups we haven't talked. That's the Deadpool and Jeff, and the balance change for Hela and Namor.
Do you want to talk about that after ad break?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah. Just quickly, since we have ads in about a minute, how do you feel about Resource Rumble out of Quick Play and going and just relegating it to 18 versus 18?
I think I did not like Resource Rumble at all. The game for me, I know like there's been some people that I know that they like the game mode, but for me it just was I didn't like it. Like I didn't hate it, but like I just didn't I don't know. Every time I got the game mode, I just was filled with dread. I was like, "Oh man."
Yeah, I didn't hate it, but I also didn't love it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of where I'm at with it.
Like ads in 10 seconds, guys. So I'll just say my piece on that. It doesn't matter to me. I honestly, I wish it was with Tico as well. I want a better map, like another map. You know, give me a better map for it. And Tico, if you do find a Jeff chewing on a mic video or picture, I need you to share that with me ASAP. But yes, ads now, guys. So yeah, let's put a pin in that until we come back from ads.
Okay.
Oh, Tico, if you commission somebody to do that, I will make that a little clip in this podcast. in memory of you.
I got you, Bessie. Just DM me after the podcast. I got you.
Like I would love to get a video of that, just like Jeff chewing on a mic and be like, okay, let's go to our boots on the ground reporter. Let's go to Tico and just shoot like have like a little like a wipe to Tico, and it's literally just Jeff looking at the camera, just chewing on mic, and like there's a battle behind her, and then
people
like
are just screaming and stuff,
and you know like it'll shoot back to us and be like, thank you, Tico, that was very insightful. And we just keep going.
All you see like Mantis crawling on the ground, just hear Iron Man, maximum pulse.
Exactly, right?
Thank you, Tico.
Thank you, Tico, that was very insightful. And back
that was our shark on the field.
I would love that. I would absolutely love it.
I got the perfect image. Jeff with a news anchor vest on, chewing on a mic.
Yeah, yes, I like this. Oh, just take a few of his like the business attire, business Jeff, like his costume out of that, and just like have him with his tie and shirt, right? And have like a little mic in his mouth, and he's like, "Ah," and just it cuts it straight by. Yeah, well, of course, Tico, you have to have hard glasses on, of course. This is there's no discussion about that.
Yeah, literally just go, all right, now time for our shark on the field. Tico. Just that scene going on.
Yes, I will implement the shit out of that, Tico.
I don't know why, but that would be so funny just seeing Jeff doing that. And just in the background, you see, like I said, Mantis crawling, trying to get
Yep.
away, and Iron Man just going, Max, pose.
It'll have the same feeling as those reporters that are covering like Black Friday raids and shit. Right, and they're like, listen, Jim, this just in, the sales, someone was just crushed over there, and you just see this pandemonium behind them, and they're just like, back to you. Right,
like, you're dying out here, Jim.
Exactly, right? Like, oh man, I would implement the shit out of that.
Oh my god. Oh, that'd be funnier than hell.
But yeah, so
I don't know why. It's just the funniest part, just hearing Iron Man just go maximum pulse.
I will clip the hell out of all the voice VODs that I can make and have that going on in the background when we did that video, okay? But anyway.
Oh man, dude, that's gonna be perfect.
That'd take forever to do, but I will fucking do it. But anyway. So yeah, so please go on with your point about I think ads are done. I believe.
Oh, about the team ups?
Yes.
So before I discuss the new team up with Deadpool, I'm gonna finish with the balance change.
Yeah, please.
So the Deep Wrath was nerfed.
The deep what?
Deep Wrath, that was the team up for Hela and Namor.
Oh, gotcha.
So increased tidal dirge cooldown from 20 seconds to 30 seconds. Reduced undead monstro damage from 12 to 10. So I think that's those spawn squids.
Yeah.
And reduced berserk state undead monstro damage from 7 to 6. So I mean, it's not crazy nerfed, but it's definitely an adjustment.
Yeah. And Tico, Namor was buffed. He does a little bit more damage now. So
Right.
Yeah.
And then the new team up is Mr. Pool's interdimensional toy box, which is Deadpool and Jeff. So it's a pocket universe of shenanigans. Jeff gains the Jeff's Cuddle Buddy ability with his team up with Deadpool, which it's a unicorn with 2 guns that spin, spraying water, and it heals. And as the team up anchor, Deadpool gains Vanguard. He gets plus 50 health. His Duelist version gets plus 5% damage. And his Strategist version gets plus 5% healing. So I think that's a pretty nice balanced adjustment between all 3 classes, I think, for Deadpool.
I could see that Jeff ability being used quite a lot. Again, having like a very small kind of not spawn, but having a very small point to, like, for example, like on Black Panther's Wakanda level, or let's say Asgard, right? Having like that small, or Krakoa, right? Having that small of a spawn, or not spawn, point, and having that in the middle, right?
Right.
How many times have people been on point and needed heals, right? And while like the healers are healing the main core of people, right? and fending off the people coming in, right?
Right. And the thing I like about it is a lot of times what I notice when a Jeff healer compared to any other healer, Jeff gets there first because he's so quick with like his speed bubbles and everything.
Yeah.
That if he gets there before the other healer and the whole team's like badly hurt, he can spread out heals a lot quicker with the sprinkler, the bubbles, and his beam. He can cover more healing ground until that other healer arrives.
Yeah.
So it gives Jeff a more better advantage at being able to heal. And if you have Deadpool on top of that as a healer, he also gains plus 5% healing to help Jeff also heal everybody. So
Right.
overall, I think that's a great power move for Jeff, especially with a lot of people who solo heal as Jeff. They get a lot of hate, but I think this will definitely help turn the tides for Jeff mains, especially. I think it'll give them a nice, better leverage, especially if they have to solo heal.
Right. Yeah, and I with that, and I have seen Tico play Jeff to this level. You know, they have the dive travel thing, right? Where they go underneath the ground and then pop up, spit a bubble, and then do the speed boost while that's recovering, and then they'll dive down again, right? While that happens, right? So I'm like, having someone to play at that level, they're going to outpace most of the team there.
Right.
So yeah. What other? Let's just go over the pets. Wow, I could fucking speak. Let's go over the patch notes one time since we're going through half of them already. So, please go ahead, Jester.
Oh, my bad. Do you want me to keep going with the adjustments?
Yeah, go with the adjustments and patch
So,
notes, please.
since we finished off with Jeff, I will continue with the strategists.
Mm-hmm.
So, Ty and Tandy support is getting a shake-up, healing, and flexibility updated. So they reduced Dagger Storm healing from 55 per second to 45 per second. And the new effect is when a spell field is created, allies in range get one-time healing of 60. So it's like an instant 60 health. Veil of Light Force and Terror Cape adjustments. These two abilities now share charge, capped out at 2 with each taking 12 seconds to recharge. After using either, both abilities enter a 2-second cooldown. So before it was you could be Dagger, use yours, and you could switch to Cloak and then instantly use it again. But now they're making them share.
Right. So they're coming out of the same pool.
Right. Gambit, he takes a hit to his healing and ultimate. So reduce big easy impact healing amount per explosion from 25 to 15. So it says total from 75 to 45. Reduce Raging Royal Flush's healing from 75 per second to 55 per second. And bridge boost bounces on a single target are now set to a maximum of 2. So his bridge boosting between him and another singular character will only bounce twice.
Oh, so that's the one where it bounces between characters and shit.
Right, so like if you use the healing cards and then you bridge it,
Right.
it'll shoot out forward, hit a character, and it'll ricochet off of teammates nearby it to help boost all of them.
Gotcha.
But if it's just one person that it's coming straight to from Gambit, it'll only bounce twice.
Gotcha.
Invisible Woman. Sue Storm is a little less unbreakable and her protection a little less potent. Reduce Guardian Shield value from 250 to 200. Reduce shield restoration rate after reclaiming from 42 a second to 34 a second. Total time unchanged. And reduce Guardian Shield healing to Invisible Woman 50 per second to 25 per second. So she can't heal herself as much.
Right.
Which, to be fair, I'm going to probably get hate for this. I think she needed to be nerfed bad.
So
you tried 1v1 an
ahead.
Invisible Woman, it was so hard to kill her.
Hey, Odin's welcome in.
Oh, hey Odin, you just came in right to talk about Invisible Woman being.
For audience sake, so her when she goes invisible, that's actually nerfed, so she can't heal herself as well.
So guard. Yeah, I think
Or is
so.
it the Guardian Shield?
Guardian Shield healing to Invisible Woman from 50 seconds to 25 seconds. So.
Oh, okay. So no self shield. That's what Tico's saying.
Yeah. So the self shield is nerfed from 50 to 25, so in half.
Oh wow. So yeah. Okay, gotcha.
Which I gotta give it to Invisible Woman. Like, she was a pain in the ass to try killing by herself alone. So I think this nerf was needed. I don't know if it should have been as drastic as it was. I think a tweaking would have been okay.
Tico said it's instead of 4 seconds from like 50 HP, it's a full 8 seconds now.
Oh, okay. So they upped the time too that it takes.
Yeah, like a longer period of healing, I guess.
Oh, I gotcha. And then we went over the rocket one already because
Yes.
Tangent about that one. All they did to him was reduce his movement speed during wild crawl.
Yeah, you wouldn't feel personally attacked by that, would you?
I feel so personally attacked that those developers need to put their hands up because I'm about to start throwing.
Oh my.
First, you take my penny team up, all right? And then you come after my movement speed to help me survive? Wow, just say you hate Rocket at this point.
Tico said, no, that's the difference for her self-heal. It took 4 seconds before to fully heal, and now it's 8 seconds.
Man, the duelists, we got like 4 of them that are a pain in the butt got adjusted.
Well, all right, let's go over duelists, and then we can end with tanks. Like, not end the conversation, but like end the topic for the patch notes.
So, oh god. So Black Panther, it says Wakanda forever. Panther's offense and defense are slightly up.
Yeah. I agree with you, Tico. Nerf Murdoch. The fucker always hunts my ass.
Oh, he did get nerfed. Thank God. So
Nerf him
Black
more.
Panther.
Go ahead.
Black Panther's increased spear toss damage from 45 to 50, so they upped it by 5 damage. He gains a 50% damage reduction during Bast's Descent, his ultimate ability startup animation.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what they did to him. So they made him a little bit more survival and more damage, which I really don't know if he really needed that, but
I'm not crazy. Sorry, go ahead.
But Black Panther mains are eating this season so far.
I'm not crazy about the whole being like, if I read that correctly, I'm not crazy about his reduced damage while he's ulting, right? Because that it happens so fast, right?
Oh, I know. It's crazy.
It happens so fast. Like, do you really need more of a buffer for him to fuck you up? So
Yeah, I agree. Because there's a lot of heroes where when they're doing ult, they just like you can like insta kill them.
yeah.
Iron Fist. It says Lin Lee's strikes are slightly faster and harder. Oh my god, really? No.
Guess
Increase.
remaining Iron Fist now,
I just might have to. You know what? Just until they nerf him. So wait, if I main them, that means that they'll get nerfs. I gotta main the people I don't like.
huh? There you go.
So it increases Jeet Kune Do's fourth strike damage from 30 to 35, and increase Dragon's defense maximum duration from 1 second to 1.2 seconds. That's too long. Too long.
It's already too long.
It's already too long. Why would you do this? So Daredevil, it says the
Mm-hmm.
devil of Hell's Kitchen gets a little less punishing. Reduce Devil's Chain high damage range from 80 to 75. Reduce Devil's Throw single projectile damage from 32.5 to 30, which then it says total from 65 to 60 on a single target. And reduce Fury gain from Devil's Latch when grappling a surface from 2 to 1.
Oh
So good.
my, Tico.
Punish me, Devil Daddy. Well, he can be a lot more gentler now.
I thought the Punisher
Namor.
was supposed to be Punisher Daddy.
Oh god, yeah, true.
Go ahead.
Namor says more power in his base form, but his team up is toned down. So reduce aquatic dominion time for a single charge from 12 seconds to 10 seconds. So that's his like hard trident throw.
Right.
Increase default Monstro spawn health from 100 to 125 and damage from 17 to 18. So they definitely boosted his spawns.
Right. That'd
And
be
increase.
interesting.
Oh, agreed. And increase enhanced Monstro spawn damage from 11 to 12. So they just upped it by 1.
But one, yeah.
Okay. And then
Tico says Pun Pun is a gentle lover. I feel it. Yeah, you know what? He has the reverse of his outward appearance as a lover. Like he's hard and gruff outside, but then when he's behind doors, he's like, I need to be cuddled.
hold me. Can I be the little spoon?
I want to be little spoon.
It's my turn to be little spoon. Blade's the last duelist that got adjusted.
Yeah,
So
Tico, it is.
Daywalker's threat level rises. Choose your weapon wisely. When wielding Ancestral Sword, Daywalker Dash, new effect. Remove slow effect from enemies and apply 8% healing reduction per strike. And it says 32% total if all hit for 3 seconds. Reduce damage from 15 to 8 per hit.
Like that's not a crazy bad buff, right? I don't know how I feel about his shotgun being able to stun you, basically.
Yeah, I was just about to get to that part here.
Yeah.
It says reduce pellets fired per round of Hunter shotgun from 12 to 11. Damage fall off now starts at 15 meters, was 20. At 30 meters, damage drops to 50% of base, was 40%. And then when wielding Hunter shotgun, Daywalker Dash is new effect. Slow enemies by 40% for 1.5 seconds. Increase second hit damage from 20 to 50. Oh my lord.
Yeah, so they basically buffed his sword and nerfed his gun. So
Oh my lord.
yeah, like his damage is basically dropping off a little bit more. And Tico, about Punisher, yes, the entire comic book series basically is, his wife and kid died, and he went out for revenge, on the Saints, which are the people that killed his wife and kid, basically the leader of that. And then after that, he stuck around to basically right injustices the violent way. So
The only way.
yes. But yeah, so with Blade, I could see a lot more people using the sword to dash in, do a couple of hits, spin, and then use like a shotgun to the head, right, to finish them off. Because I don't think I've ever seen a Blade shoot a shotgun 30 meters or less, right? Or sorry,
No,
or more.
they've always been
right?
really close.
Exactly. So that whole damage fall off from 15 to 30,
That means nothing.
that's means nothing. They might as well just not have changed that. Hell, even within 15 meters, I I've never seen a Blade really use his shotgun outside of that, right? It's always been between that 5 to 10 meter range to do damage, right? Like I would see more Bucky use his gun at range, right? The crazy range that they're talking about there. So yeah.
And then, yeah, the last section here is our tanky boys and girls.
Yes.
So, Angela's the first one here. It says, we're making it slightly easier to block and fray. Reduce shielded stance shield value from 350 to 300.
So 350 to
I guess I never.
300. So that's
Yeah, so
reduced to 50.
which, I mean, I guess I never really seen her shield as much of an issue. But,
It's gonna be easier to break, basically now.
right. Captain America's I like, though. It says it's time for a little more star-spangled offense. Reduce vibranium energy saw cooldown from 8 seconds to 6 seconds. So you can throw his shield a lot quicker now by 2 seconds, but that can go by pretty quick.
Of course, you like his buff, huh?
Well, yeah.
Fucking Captain America main. Captain America player here.
Yeah, I'm getting there. Doctor Strange, the Sorcerer Supreme is more agile and dangerous than ever. Increase the maelstrom, of madness conversion ratio of dark magic to damage from 1.2 to 1.3. And Cloak of Levitation new effect. Recasting during use now interrupts the ability, preserves current movement speed, and allows for new movement input to change trajectory.
So the first ability you were talking about is what, like his AoE explosion that he does around you.
What's that?
The first ability you spoke of, it's that AoE explosion around him, right?
Yeah. So when you do damage, it builds up dark magic.
Oh, gotcha. adds in about 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Go ahead.
Emma Frost, her energy gain gets a little more dazzling. So increase energy gained. Hero hits from 10 per second to 12 per second. Sentience hits from 15 per second to 18 per second. And shield hits from 5 per second to 6 per second. So she'll gain energy quicker.
Faster. Yeah. Tico says, the strange buff is funny. I had a strange just floating around. Yeah, I like he's, from my opinion, like he's always had that ability to float around. I've never played Strange as much, right? But every time I'm fighting him, I always see him floating around in the sky. So I usually target him with Punisher or Squirrel Girl if I can hit him. Especially when he has his big ass shield out in front of him.
Right. Oh, your boy's on here too.
Yeah. Might as well.
Hulk, stronger than ever. Hulk survivability and threat level get a gamma boost. Oh, so wow, buddy, you got a boost. Reduce Hero Hulk Incredible Leap minimum charge time from 0.5 seconds to 0.4 seconds. Maximum charge time from 2 seconds to 1.7.
I'm happy about that, right? Because Hulk for me personally, I actually mained Hulk for a bit, and for me personally, I've never jumped out of a fight at full jump, right? I've always had to try to time it or go in there, like as soon as I land I hit it again, like, and hold it, so I'm like basically using my shoulder buttons, and then when I need to run out, I'll let it go and I'll jump out. So I'm a little happy with it's a little faster building. But the coup de grace is the next little thing.
In Hero Hulk form, reduce Gamma Burst cooldown from 8 seconds to 6 seconds, and increase projectile damage from 70 to 75.
Yeah.
Nice little hefty punch right there.
Well, my ads are starting now, but my I've always said this, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I don't get how Emma could chokeslam the Hulk in monster form.
Oh, so you're talking about the next one.
Right. Oh, okay. You didn't say that. Okay. Continue on them.
In Monster Hulk form, Hulk is now immune to launch and back effects. So
say that again, please.
Emma choking.
You cut out just a tad. Can you say that again?
I said in Monster Hulk form, Hulk is now immune to launch and knockback effects.
And I will say, and that goes to my point. Even though she's mommy Tico, I don't get how she could choke slam Hulk monster form or even regular form, right?
Yeah, that always has been a little crazy.
In the comics, Hulk is like 6 something, right? Or you know what? I'll be that asshole. I'll be that asshole. I'm gonna look up how tall Hulk is compared to Emma Frost. Okay, but my point being,
his second neck.
right, like damn.
Playing hide the zucchini.
So Hulk is typically 7 to 8 feet tall, or sometimes taller, around 8'8". Emma Frost, as a human, has an average height of 5'10", to 5'11".
Damn, I'm as tall as Emma Frost.
And you're choke slamming someone that's 8 feet tall or higher.
Yeah, she's got that mommy power and right.
Nah. Me not care. I don't care about that.
Me not care.
Me not care. I'm sorry, my blackness came out a little bit. I'm sorry, chat. But I'm sorry. That is like a.
Damn, she's tall.
Well, you just kind of told on yourself there, Tico, saying you a little shorty now. What?
Tico, are you a hobbit?
I remember, Tico, I didn't say this. Your bestie did. But anyway, that's part
against hobbits.
That's part of my problem. Okay, you have someone who's canonically the size of Wolverine, right? Wolverine is around 5 something in real life, in comics, right? Canonically, he's around 5 something, right? I'll allow that to go since you're answering Jester and because we love you here. But you have Wolverine who's canonically 5 foot, I think 5'4", 5'3", somewhere around there, right? Choke slamming an NBA basketball player.
I think Tico's about as tall as Wolverine. She's 5'3".
You know what? I'm gonna fucking look it up. Even though I'm a huge Wolverine nut. I think he's 5 foot. I want to say 5'4".
Wolverine's taller than Tico?
Okay, drum roll, please. Oh, Wolverine, his official height is 5'3".
Oh my god! So we have a Wolvatique?
Wolvatique. Yes, I'm renaming her that.
Wolvatique.
Anyway, but that's my point. That's like, okay, Tico, and I love you.
The choke slamming thing. Yeah.
Tico, I love you. I'm going to use you as an example. Okay, that's like Tico choke slamming Shaq.
Me?
No, that's like Tico choke slamming Shaquille O'Neal. Okay.
Dude, I could see Tico doing it.
Now, I don't get me wrong. Don't get me
Tico's
wrong.
got the mommy powers.
I would love to see that. Okay.
I'd pay to see it.
There has to be some, like, even though this is a game full of heroes and there has to be some sort of realism, right? How the hell is the choke slamming Hulk? But anyway,
Easy. She makes him squat. She makes him squat down, and then she grabs a hold.
Chester, I hate you. This is going to be the end of the podcast, guys.
I'm defending mommy. All right.
Listen. I will call her mommy if she was right in front of me. All right.
The big green brute. He deserves to be chokeslammed sometimes.
I mean, you're not wrong, but Tico, please elaborate. How does she use her mind control to choke slam?
Make him squat.
That's fine. The thing is, she's having to pick him up and anyway.
Her snow bunny, I mean.
Oh my. But yeah. Is there any other patch notes on tanks?
Nope. That is all I've got for hero adjustments and team ups.
Gotcha. Well, thank you very much, Jester, for reading that out. I appreciate that very much.
Back to you, Arthur.
Thank you. So okay. No upgrade or no updates to Punisher and Squirrel Girl. I'm a little mad about that because I happen to be trying to lord them currently, and I'm finding it a little difficult. Not gonna lie, a little tad bit difficult to close the gap, or if I get jumped on by like a fucking Spider-Man like I was last fucking game or wherever day that was.
We better get ready because it's about to happen even worse.
Right? Like give us something. Right? The only way I can contend with fucking Angela coming after my nuts as Squirrel Girl, quite literally, is I'll have to wait until she lines herself up with me, and have to be aware of that, of course, right? And hit her, a few times with my normal shot, and then eat a refresh nut, and then net her again to kill her, right? To hit her again, right?
Yeah, you nut that mommy.
Oh my.
Oh my.
But that's the only way I could contend with Angela. Now, like the same shit, if that happened to me, like what happened with me and Spider-Man the other day, as Squirrel Girl, I would have no answer to that. Other than if he pulls me off the map, I could maybe jump if I time it correctly, right? Or if he pulls me off and misses his web ability, where he basically nets me like pennies, right? So, that's the only way I could kind of contend with that, or switch characters, right? So that's kind of where I'm at, which I think they should up like a little bit of a buff to people in the back line, for getting jumped on, right? Give us a little bit more health, give us a little bit more damage, right?
I understand Punisher. I think Squirrel Girl needs to be fucking nerfed.
How much?
Even just like just a tweak, dude, because it is ridiculous. That bitch can be halfway across the fucking map and nuke you with an acorn.
No, I will
You're
agree with that.
dead.
I will
Like,
agree with that.
her acorn drop or something needs to happen because like it is ridiculous how she can sit at her spawn, launch that shit all as the objective, and murder you.
I will agree with that. Like, there are times when I'm so far away from the fight where I'll just shoot random nuts into the fray and get kills, right? I'm okay with that, obviously, as a Squirrel Girl. But if I'm playing like a Thor, a Hulk, I'm focusing on the people in front of me and not seeing the fucking stray nut bouncing off the wall or coming from like half court, if we're talking basketball, out of nowhere, and just instantly murders people, then yeah, I can understand that. So,
but I also agree with Tico though. Her ult, I think, needs to do less damage as well, because like that hits me like twice on like the majority of the characters I play. I'm dead.
I like that, but I agree, right? Like
even a little bit, just a little bit. Like, give me a freaking second to at least try to escape.
Okay, if I had my way,
you'd always be MVP. We know.
Well, yes, of course. But if I had my way, I would have the squirrels being a little bit more intelligent, so they don't fucking run off the fucking map, right? When I use them, I rather just nerf her damage on her ult a little bit. That's fine. But then have them a little bit smarter, right? A fucking Roomba is smarter than the squirrels.
Well, I mean, it is. I mean, you're pitting a clanker against a goddamn squirrel. I mean, come on.
No, I agree with you, Takeo.
Yeah, one or the other here. Let's not.
Um, let's let's go into what we would like to see in the game. Characters or buffs or more maps. Like, what do you think? I'll be right back.
What do I think? Cyclops. I need Cyclops. Like Tico said, Cyclops. I would definitely add Cyclops, Juggernaut, Carnage. I think Carnage would be a good duelist. And I think Beast would be a nice specialist to add. But yeah, definitely Cyclops. Cyclops would be a good one for his mobility,
Sorry,
but I would
I'm
make
back.
him a Vanguard.
You make Cyclops a Vanguard?
Yes, I would. Because he's the leader of the X-Men. What I could see them doing if they made him a Vanguard is I could see them giving him a kit to where he can boost his teammates, like rally them. Kind of like how Storm can boost damage or speed.
Right.
I can see Cyclops getting something similar. And maybe like giving him like a slight heal effect if he's like within close range of them while he does it. For mobility, I could see them doing like where he looks off to like a direction, shoots a short blast to like scoot him off to the side or whichever direction you're facing. But his ult would have to be him removing his visor and doing the mega optic blast.
Yeah, like
At
from Marvel versus Capcom or something.
Yes, it'd have to be.
Okay. I could see him as a kind of like a answer to, let's say, Captain America, right? Like how his ult inspires people and heals, right?
Right.
I'd have that maybe like as his like have that like as a very secondary, like nerf the shit out of that move, right? Have that like a very like quick, a very quick move where you're about to go into a team fight and have that going on.
Absolutely.
Right? And then have his ult as that big gigantic optic blast. Right?
Oh yeah.
I
Now,
could see that.
Somebody I'd like to see as a specialist would be Beast, but I would want, so if I could design it, I would make Beast a hybrid character. So like I'd make him like a support slash Vanguard.
Mm-hmm.
So like he's tanky, but he does a lot of heals and he can do different things to affect opponents. Like I don't know, like he can make like a device from Forge that Forge gave him, and he can like neutralize an ability to where like it cancels out somebody's ability for a certain amount of time, or gives them like a heal debuff, so like they can't heal, they can't get health from a healer for a short period of time or something. Kind of like what Gambit's impact cards do.
That would be interesting, right? I could kind of see that, and I could also see them implementing like a costume from Marvel, what's the phone game?
Strike Force?
Strike Force, thank you. I could see them implementing something like that, right? In like with a costume, right? And he'd be like super athletic. Like think of like Iron Fist, right? Like how he moves around the map quite often and quite easily. Climbing up walls like Spider-Man, but to like a lesser extent, right? Like not as fast. Take care, Tico. Enjoy.
Tico.
please let us know how that is. And yes, Tico was saying,
Oh, thank you for the shout out, bestie. I appreciate you.
she wants Jeffy to have a bit of more healing. I also want Jubilee and Nightcrawler. Jubilee, I could
Jubilee would
see.
be a good specialist.
Yeah, Jubilee, I could see. Like I have like a little blinding. Thank you, Tico, for the shout out. Kind of like a blinding light. Kind of like yeah, kind of like what Dazzler does, or not Dazzler. Well, Dazzler would also be a good throw as well, kind of like a Jubilee ripoff, but kind of like what Cloak does, or Cloak and Dagger does.
Oh,
right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But except for like black, it'll be white or colored kind of thing for like Jubilee's blast. Because she in the comics, she actually does blind somebody like that. So I could see something like that. Again, if they're going through characters that are not widely known, if they don't want to do Jubilee, they could do Dazzler. Dazzler could do the same thing, right? But have kind of a dagger like ability where she throws something that's very hard to be seen, and it explodes in AoE, kind of like what Squirrel Girl's nuts do.
Oh, absolutely.
The way that would have to be balanced is you'd have to have a refractory period or a cooldown on the explosions, I guess, let's say. But yeah, any other people that you would like to see in Marvel? And I'll go with my picks.
I know we both think Juggernaut.
Juggernaut, yeah.
But if I want to pick somebody like unique, I'd have to say Carnage.
Carnage, that'd be an interesting
Carnage,
throw.
as a duelist, how I would do his kit is I'd give him the swing ability, obviously, like Spider-Man and Venom.
Right.
But I would give him projectile-based attacks, though, as well, kind of like how Hela throws her swords, like she can toss it.
Right.
I would give him one of his abilities where he shoots like a couple spiked barbs out of his arm. And then I'd make another one where if is in like a group of people, he has tendrils come out of his back and they kind of like spin around him for a short period of time to do AoE damage.
Nice. And his melee could be like him changing his hand into like an axe or something. Yeah.
Dude, Carnage, dude.
Yeah.
Carnage is my favorite symbiote.
Yeah, ever. Same. I
like Venom, don't get me wrong, but like if you make me pick Carnage all the freaking time. And when he bonds with people, he always makes better symbiote-looking versions of people than Venom or anybody else. They always look way more intense. It looks amazing.
I could see that. Now, okay, with my comic book knowledge and game knowledge, right? I was curious on how they're going to implement Deadpool, right? And because I was wondering how they're going to play his insanity, right? Because in Deadpool the game, he actually has two voices going back and forth between him in his head, right? I was wondering if they're going to do like voice lines for those voices.
That would have been awesome,
right?
Then that would have been like the voice boxes, like the dialogue and stuff.
If it was me, right, I would have implemented that and cut down a few of his interactions with or I wouldn't cut down a few of his interactions with Galactica. I would have had them happen less often, right? And then had the voices going back and forth, right? Or him talking to the voices in his head.
Right. Like he did in the game. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I love that.
That's how I would have done that implementation, right? And not have it too often where it's like distracting, right? Like maybe after a not like a crazy kill, but like maybe a quad kill or right when he's coming out of the spawn area or something, like have it like that so it's not constantly going off. But anyway, that's one of my thoughts. Yes, I would say Juggernaut would be a good answer to the Thing, Hulk.
And Hulk.
Technically Rogue, but that's only going from comic book lore because she can't absorb him because his powers are magic.
But wasn't only if they could take off his helmet?
Yes, that was where the entire X-Men basically. No, that was in the original. That they teamed, the entire X-Men team teamed up to get the helmet off of Juggernaut. And then Rogue came in, grabbed him and lifted him up into the air and tried to absorb his powers, right? But that's when she basically went crazy for maybe like half a day or something. And and Juggernaut himself said, "Oh, I think you're trying to absorb my powers. That's when you're trying to absorb my powers, but my powers are purely magical." Right? He's not technically a mutant. So
it's from a god. It's mythical. It's from a god. It's Sidorak,
yeah. So I would like to see that. I could see that implemented fairly easy. Same as Colossus if you're going to go just tanks.
Oh, dude, I would love Colossus.
I would love if we're throwing fucking Cyclops in there. I want to see the interaction between, if you have Cyclops, Logan, Phoenix and Emma, or Phoenix and Rogue and Gambit on a team, all on a team, just like X-Men. I would love to see their interaction between all of them. Right? Like if you're lucky enough to do a 6-stack and you all pick X-Men from the core group, right? I want to see a group interacting together. I want to see that. Like have a couple voice lines between each of them. Right?
Yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool as well.
Yeah. Speaking about voice lines, but they missed opportunities, man. I'm so pissed off at them with Deadpool and Hulk. Yes. Right? Take half of the fucking voice lines from Wolverine versus Hulk. Right?
Which is an amazing animated movie.
Absolutely. Right? When Deadpool kills Hulk, have him say, how about them chimichangas, or or open up, big guy, like when he goes to throw the grenade in his mouth, right? Like, right? Or when Hulk kills Deadpool, Hulk smashes talking man's head, right? Like any amount of lines in that game or movie.
Logan, they gave a lot of good references to Hulk.
Yes.
But then again, though, they do have a lot of history. Like, did you know? I don't know if you know this or not, with being a Wolverine fan and all.
Yes.
Wolverine was not made to be an X-Men.
I did know that.
He was literally made to fight the Hulk. That was what he was designed for.
Yes, I do remember
they
that.
were like, you know what? Let's just put him in with the X-Men.
Well, because he became a fan favorite.
Right, which I didn't know that. I just learned that recently, because I thought he was always an X-Men. But when I heard the person that created him, they're like, no, I designed Wolverine to face the Hulk. And then
Yep.
later on, as he got popular, it was like, oh, yeah, let's add him into let's make him a mutant. Let's put him in with the X-Men.
You know why? You know why he was made? Because Hulk kept on killing anybody he was put up against. They needed someone having a healing factor to hang with him.
And that was a perfect one because if you think about it, they're almost the same. They both have that feral rage,
Yeah.
especially when they're angry. It's just a perfect. They're both like almost unkillable.
Yeah. And on top of that, this is a bonus random tidbit on Hulk lore. Hulk was designed as a bad guy. I don't know if you knew that.
I did not know that.
Because when they were, you know the color purple, correct? Obviously.
Yes.
When they're trying to denote a bad person, they would use the color purple somewhere on them. Thanos, Baron Zemo, right? Purple, right? So they made Hulk's pants purple. It wasn't until he technically, quote unquote, turned, he started wearing blue pants. So he actually was a villain. And that's it.
Good to know.
Yes. So, and again, also, if you look at the model for Maestro, he has a touch of purple on him, denoting that he's a villain. Magneto, what colors does he have?
Purple and
Right.
like pinkish red.
Right. From the comics, like the classic cartoon, right? When he came back in 97, when he goes for his trial, spoilers,
Spoilers.
he's dressed in purple. He has a purple hue around him. You mean?
Yeah, I get what you mean. My favorite version of Magneto though is his white and black outfit.
I do like that one.
That's my favorite.
We have ads in 10 seconds, guys. But yeah, who else would I like to say? Oh, going off of what Tico was saying as well. If they do Nightcrawler, I want him to have a sword like he did in the classic fucking X-Men, I think Unlimited, X-Men Legends, X-Men Legends. I think he had a sword in that one. So if they implement Nightcrawler, I want him to have a sword, and that's just because of me.
It would make sense because most time when you see Nightcrawler fight a lot of bad guys, you see him a lot of times with those scabbards.
Yep. What role would he pick? Or what role would he be?
I would see him as a straight up duelist. As much as I hate to say it, because there's so many of them.
Yeah.
I can see him fitting perfectly with a duelist because he would have a pretty close kid as Magic.
Yeah, I was gonna say like he would be a good answer to. I'd say he was gonna be a good answer to Magic. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Again, Deadpool as a duelist though, his kit is very well to counter Magic as well. I think because if you can figure out where she's gonna like portal to with her like short portal, you can use that spinning attack with his icon to get a good damage on her because she gets armor as soon as she exits, so you can use that to wear that down.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I mean, Deadpool is a good. I think Deadpool is a good addition to the game for a lot of counters, honestly, because I was using him to go after Black Panther, Spider-Man, Iron Fist, and Gambit when we were playing the other night. I was using them because they're so fast.
Yeah,
and so
no, I agree.
quick.
I agree. I'm just trying to think of anybody else I would like to see as a team up or anybody else implementing the game. Not all. even just based off of X-Men, um, other than Juggernaut, like he'd be a good answer to the Hulk. Like that's how my mind works. Is like I think. Welcome back to From Ads, guys. I think like answers to XYZ, right? So I would say Juggernaut, uh, Colossus would be a good answer to Hulk thing. Possibly Angela, depending on how you kit them out. Or yeah, I do agree with you. There's like quite a lot of duelists, but I could see Domino. Domino
Oh,
would be an interesting addition.
Domino would be a good one, dude.
Cable, right? If you're going just
Cable.
strictly on X-Men, right? I could see Cable being a duelist, right? I'd if I was picking Cable, I could see his ult being kind of like what his kind of like what the kind of what Iron Man's was in Marvel versus Capcom, where he pulls out this big fucking gun,
solar cannon.
Yeah, and it just like has this huge beam that hits wherever he is aiming at.
I got a hot take.
Oh, tell me.
Because of Deadpool bringing out the idea of having a hero 3 roles,
Mm-hmm.
I know a character that would be perfect for this, and he's a mutant.
Hit me.
Darwin.
Okay.
His mutant ability is literally to survive any situation.
Well, it's technically mutant adaptivity. Wow, I could speak. Adaptivity, right?
Because
so
if you put him in underwater, he grows gills.
Right.
And when he was fighting the Hulk, his body literally just teleported him away. Because that was the only way he was.
That'd be interesting. That would be interesting.
So, and based off of what role he plays, you can really play along with how he does that. Like if he's a tank, it could change his skin to molten
like a
rock or
rockin'.
something.
Yeah.
Or like a healer, he can grow spores or something on him that can spread healing powder or something around him. There's a lot of cool shit you can do with that.
That would be interesting. That's an interesting throw. That would be interesting. I never really thought of that. I'm not gonna lie.
I like Darwin. I really do. I'm not a big fan of Darwin, where I know a lot of knowledge about him, but he is a character that I thought was so freaking unique. I wish they would have done more with him.
I agree.
When they killed him in X-Men First Class, I hated how they did that.
Yeah, I hated how short screen time he had. Right. Well, I have a feeling that they're going to try and implement Ant-Man and the Wasp eventually.
Dude, do it. That would be such a great freaking even a team up if they were 2 separate characters.
Yeah, there would be.
I have a feeling they would make Ant-Man like Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, they would have to.
I think he would be a duelist tank hybrid.
Yeah, they would have to.
And I can literally see his ult, him growing to giant form and punching or stomping the ground in a certain.
The only thing with that is how you would be able to balance that, right? If you're going to play with sizes on the game, how are you going to balance it, right? You have to have you have to have the feeling of being super small and super big, right? So
but they already toyed with that though. If you ate the Pim sandwiches in
yeah, no, I
I think
understand
that's why
that.
they did that.
No, I agree, and that's where I'm thinking why they're going to implement Ant-Man and the Wasp eventually. But my point being is, if you're in a combat, if you're in a fight, and if you're playing regular combat, right, in quick play or ranked matches, how are you going to balance having a small character run around, right? He's going to be super fast, right? Probably
How to
not do his
balance
damage.
it? Well, how to balance it? I think it would be like Wanda's um
Teleport.
how she can do that teleport thing,
Yeah.
or like Hela's crow. I think it'd be like a short period thing. So like it'd be a quick, easy escape tool for him,
Right.
especially being small. And I don't think they would implicate the giant form except for his ult. I think that is the only reason that I would use it. So that way it wasn't like OP. Because I could see his other kits revolving more around like his ants can form like a hand, smacking somebody or pin somebody, like Squirrel Girl's
Net.
nut. Yeah, her big
Yeah.
acorn. I think the only thing I would use the giant for, so that way it wasn't too broken, would be for his ult, where he just grows and punches or stomps in like a specific spot.
Yeah,
That's like a one hit thing.
kind of like what Hulk does, right? Like his monstrous form.
Or like Namor's whale. It just
Oh,
like
gotcha,
hits
gotcha.
one specific area kind of thing.
Yes, of course, Pony. So let's wrap up our podcast and talk about ourselves. But I agree with you, Raccoon. If if they're gonna implement that kind of thing, right? I'd have it be very short, like a short burst on his small form. If they're gonna do a large form, it would probably be something to akin to Hulk's monstrous form, where it has a health pool and you have to work that down. But
But see, for me,
yeah.
I think that would be too strong because when he's in those forms, you got to remember he has the strength of an ant, so it's like 10 times
Yeah, but
his
they could,
normal.
yeah, they
So
could
that's why I
definitely
said
buff
like
that.
his ult would be like Namor's, where like he'd grow, and then you have a timer to pick where you want to like slam. So that way it's like one major juicy just hit,
Oh, so kind of
and then
like
that's his giant
Phoenix's,
form.
kind of
Yeah,
like
or
Phoenix's
yeah,
thing.
more so like a Phoenix, yeah, Phoenix like Namor type thing, where there's a timer like Phoenix, but it's like one specific spot. Like Namor's doesn't have like that weird blast
Gotcha.
range after effect. So that way you're not abusing his short form, you're not abusing his giant form.
Right.
You're having a nice healthy mix to where it's not too broken either direction you go with it.
Right. Okay. Let's wrap it up there. Raccoon, would you like to tell everyone where they can find you?
You can find me on mainly Twitch, Jester_Raccoon. I stream 5 days a week. I do a lot of rivals. That's been about the only thing I've been streaming lately because it's my drug. It's like an abusive wife. You just can't get away from it, but you coming back for more.
Oh my. And we do not here at the podcast, the Roundtable, or the
Yeah, we don't
Respawn
condone
Round Table.
abuse.
Yes, we don't condone abuse. But continue.
And then from there, I have I got my Discord. It's, I believe it's trash pile. I think is what I named it.
Yes, I have it on our loading screen, so I will.
Yeah,
I could flash that at the end of the podcast.
So I got my YouTube, Twitch, and Instagram where I post a lot of highlights and or real life stuff. Yeah, that's just kind of me.
And I'll just say for myself, I am a variety streamer. My name is KhalArthur. You can find me on Twitch and possibly when we get everything implemented on YouTube. Jester, I would like to thank you very much for being my co-host. I appreciate you very much.
Yes, thank you for helping me and working with me make this a reality. It was a nice dream both of us here going.
Yes. And you can find my Discord, the Vestothrak, on Discord, of course, for my server. And I am a variety streamer. I'm currently working through several games and under KhalArthur on YouTube, or not YouTube, Twitch. But any closing remarks, sir?
Yeah, I'm gonna use a little bit of what kind of off of what I always say at the end of mine.
Please.
Follow your dreams, be humble, and no matter what, don't give up. Keep pushing.
Oh yeah. And I will say mine. Guys, we're family. We're not friends here. We're family. He's my brother. I will take a bullet for him. Hopefully in my hand, not not fired out of a gun, but but love one another, and guys, definitely take care of your mental health, and pour into yourselves so you can pour into others, meaning make sure you guys are well so you can help others that depend on you. And
absolutely,
we will talk to you all later. We will try and do one of these podcasts maybe every other weekend. That'll give me some time to work on the backgrounds, and possibly if we have a guest coming on, that'll give me some time to work on the Discord reactive pictures. So yeah, but I think we shall call it there, so Pony can have you back so you guys can watch a movie.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, Jester, again, sir, it was a pleasure.
Likewise.
And we shall see y'all in the next one. Take care, y'all, and I hope you guys have a great day. I'm going to flash the starting soon screen so you guys can look at.
Flash me.
Oh my, you wish, big boy. I'm gonna hit the starting soon screen so you guys can see our details and contact information, and please do watch or either our streams or join our Discords, and we'll be happy to have you there. Take care, y'all.
Yes, we will.
Have a good night, and see y'all in the next one.
Goodbye.